What is up, everyone? I am sitting in traffic on the way to the shop. This is midday in Connecticut. They really know how to fuck up a highway. But yeah, anyways, we're on our way to the shop. We got some stuff to do today, like always. I can't think of what we're gonna do today, but I know we have some stuff to do. All right, so we're down here at the shop and we are going to start putting the boost gauge in the Prado. The exhaust is all stock and not leaking finally on the S14. We did the oil change, we pulled the Recaro out. Has no seat now. I'm still deciding what seat to put in. I might throw one of the Corbos in, that's why I have it down, testing it out. It is over there. So I'm gonna put the bracket on it, see how it sits in there. If not, then I'm just gonna throw the stock seat in. The stock seat's kind of ragged it up. I do have the R34 seat as well I can throw in. So we're gonna start with the Corbo and then work to see which one fits, which one I fit in best. But for now, we're gonna put the HKS boost gauge into the Prado. And I got a special spot for it. So let's get to it. All right, so here's my idea. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna go 100% in today. Give me your opinion, guys. See what you guys think. So for today, I'm just gonna mount it up here, right in the middle, so I can still see both my gauges and the boost gauge. Because I don't want to commit. See, I pulled the gauge at the vent out here. Being a 60 mil makes it a little harder. If it was a 52 mil, it would fit right in there. But the 60 mil does fit in there. So it would sit like, you know, not 100% flush, but just this little black outline would be outside of the vent. Like that. And then what I would do is sacrifice my actual vent and cut the whole middle out so the gauge sits right in it. All right, so we're putting the boost gauge into the Prado. We got Dagnell in the house, we got Mac in the house, and I finally made the first cut. I decided to put it in the vent. So we're gonna cut the vent out, fit the gauge inside the vent, no matter what now, because now I have a big fucking hole in it.
Decision is made now.
It's already made. So the gauge is going in the vent, and let's pray that it fits. It seems like it's gonna, but if not, then I have no fucking vent. So without further ado, let's start cutting. All right, so after heavy dremeling, heavy dremeling, we actually have a success. It fits perfectly tight in there.
Looks good.
Hopefully it pops back in because now it doesn't have any flexibility to go side to side. But hopefully once it's all wired and working, I can just pop it and it'll stay there for life. But yeah, a lot of dremeling, shave in all corners and trimming and dremeling and trimming and getting covered in plastic, getting it in my eye. But in the end, it looks pretty damn good. I really can't complain too much. Once it's in there, it's never gonna come out of this truck. It's there for life, so.
Or does it look stock?
Yeah, I mean, stock-ish.
Stock-ish, stage.
So now it's already plumbed. I plumbed up the vacuum tube to the engine bay. Put a three-way vacuum thing in it. And now we just gotta wire up the light and pop it back in and we should be good to go. We are making some progress here. So I drilled a hole. Keep this blocked off basically. I mean, you can still open it if you want to get some airflow, but there's gonna be a gauge there. So keep it blocked off. We drilled a little hole. We pulled the mirror switch out for the time being. And we got the plumbing running through the bottom, through the firewall, and out here now, where it's going to connect to the back of the gauge. Now we just got to run some of this wiring. It's only 2 wires for the light. When I wire up the coolant temp gauge, I will wire up all 3 of the gauges to the same power for the light source. So that way they all turn on when I turn the lights on, and they don't light up when the lights are off. And it is mission success. So now, HKS boost, HKS EGT, and diesels don't have vacuum. So it's at 0, but we have a working boost gauge finally. So I like it there. You can see it nice from when you're sitting. You got your EGT on one side, you got your boost on the other. Easy to see. Lights up. Looks cool. I'd call it a success. I like it in this position. I really can't complain. All right, and as a little bonus, we changed out the steering wheel again. I actually kind of like the way this steering wheel looks better than the Altezza one, but we are gonna have to switch back for the time being. The reason being is I didn't get a clock spring with this, and I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to find a clock spring very easy. This steering wheel's out of like a 2005 Toyota Noah, which is like a family van in Japan. It's a good looking wheel, so I bought it, but I didn't think that the clock spring would be that different, but it is. So I put it all together. I actually got the Altezza clock spring to work, but now my horn doesn't work. So I can either mess with it and see if I can get the horn to work, which I might do tomorrow. I'm kind of done for the day. Or I could put the Altezza wheel back in. I'm gonna try and make this one work because it almost looks more natural in the truck, if you ask me. Like, it just looks more OEM than the Altezza wheel, but it doesn't have the hand grips right here. So it's not as sporty, but it is a nice leather wrapped wheel. And I mean, I just got to clean it up a little bit. It had like writing on it from being salvaged, I guess. I don't know. So I had to clean the writing off. So it needs to be treated like a leather conditioner, which I'm about to actually do. But I do like the way it looks. I just have to figure out the clock spring and horn situation. But that is going to be it for the night, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.